This was another idea. I think actually remember the name of this person. It was like Vampire What If, something like that, or What If Vampire, or somewhere between those mates. Um, I think he wanted me to do this for the student so special, but I picked a different one, and I still liked this idea. And plus, I kind of already thought about this idea and didn't know like when to do it. So I guess since somebody else wanted me to do it, I said might as well. Um, but yeah, this was basically another 300 sub special idea, and I said might as well do it since I don't have nothing better to do. But he did give me three other ones to do, but I'm going to do it when I'm done with this one. And what if that he was so lucky? Oh, and in the comments, tell me if you don't want me to finish up what if that he was cheated on. Like I'll do probably a 30-minute like finale, and I'll just like get all caught up to the anime, and I'll like when they add like the next season, because I don't know what season we're at right now. But when they add the next season of My Hero Academia, I'll like continue it, or like I'll redo it. But yeah, just tell me if y'all want to see it continue, and if so, I will. But if not, um, I will do like a different one because I don't want to have too many what ifs. At the same time, I want to have enough where I can stay occupied. So this is part one of If That Cube Was Toothless. Let's not follow the same route I did for this random special. Instead, let's say that Hugh is completely born in the same universe, and he will be born as a regular. Let's say this is canon My Hero Academia universe, but they have dragons like everywhere. Like this, they have dragons, and then they have villains, and villains and dragons don't get along, but some dragons are smart enough to uh try to team up with the villains to destroy the heroes, to destroy the other people that aren't heroes, and then destroy the villains. So some villains like One for All will have a dragon. Shigaraki will have a baby dragon, and that's really the only two dragons the villains will have. Oh, and overall he can have. Eh, nah, I'm not worried about overall right now. Anyway, how this is going to work? I'm going to basically completely rip off um the toothless cannon where Hiccup shot down uh toothless, but instead of Hiccup, which I had to throw up. I might be sick. And my headphone keeps falling out. Oh God. Sorry for the static. My headphone fell out, and I don't know if y'all heard static, but if y'all did, it's because my headphone fell out. But let me try to remember what I was saying. Yeah, instead of Hiccup, it will be Destiny and Bakio that my voice cracked, but yeah, Bakio that shot down Toothless, and well, Deku, which is Toothless, but yeah, and basically Deku will grow up with Bakio. Bakio will actually not be mean to Deku. I'm feeling nice to Bak for Deku right now. Bakio will not be mean in this one either, which I feel like I'm doing often, But yeah, since I need Bakio to be nice so Deku doesn't just fly away. Bakio actually has to be decently nice. Oh, and Deku will have a human form, and Deku will not look like this. This is what Deku will actually look like. It will look like that, but ignore the human version because that's what Deku's human version looks like. Because that one looks better. I don't read cursive, but that's who it was made by. Really never figured out how to. So, like, I know bits and pieces, but never really learned how to. Anyway, Deku shoots, Bakugo shoots down. Deku, everything basically happens to the movie. Um, Bakugo befriends Deku while still in his dragon form. Deku gets all healed up. One day, while Bakugo is going to go feed Deku some fish, Deku is asleep in his human form, like under a tent or something. Under a huge like tent or like raincoat that Bakugo brought over there, like to give to fit over Deku. Deku's kind of sleeping under that, with his wings still over his face and his tail wrapped around him. I might make this shit Baku Deku. Just might. Anyway, let me just flip over to that again. Yeah. Bakio walks under the tent and says, like, he still gave Deku the same name, Deku. He's like, are you up? Hey, Deku, are you up? And then Deku, groans and says, what? Like, he doesn't say, like, what out loud, but he, like, groans and says, what the and I mean, I don't know if I want to cuss at the same time I do. I'm just gonna say what the freak, just to make my life easier. He groans and says what the freak in his head, and he gets up and like he completely does not have no clothes on. By the way, because when he turns into his dragon state, his clothes, yeah, they rip. But yeah, they rip. Let's just make my life easier. When he turns in his dragon form, they rip because he does like when he gets his hero costume, they won't, but for now they do. So when he turns into a dragon, his clothes rip because yeah. Oh, and Nico, she has a daughter named what's the girl name for Isuku? Midoriya. Uh, I can't remember. That he this whatever the girl name for Asuku is. They have she has a daughter, and her quirk is basically fire manipulation. And Deku, he can control his flames, but he can control them by manipulating the wind. He can do how he flies is he controls the wind. So basically, he uses that to his fire, which other dragons aren't smart enough to learn how to do. So he's the only person he's the only dragon which can control his fire. Which he also learned how to heat it up in his stomach higher than most dragons. So most fire dragons have only can go to red flames. That you can go all the way up to green flames and blue flames. Which green is harder than blue in this case because I don't know if green flames are actually harder than blue. I really don't know. But yeah. Anyway, let me just get into the story because I feel like I've been rambling or talking nonsense for long enough. So, well, basically, everything just goes to canon. Deku automatically just runs away, and he gets on the other side of the tent, and he turns in back into his dragon state, and he tries to fly away, but he can't fly away because his wing was damaged by Bakugo's explosion. Basically, Bakugo completely, I won't say exploded, but he ripped the whole, he ripped not all of it, but he ripped half of it. Half of it is ripped. Like, there's a full side of the tail, and then on the other side, it's, there's some, and then it's ripped. tail. He basically has a full tail, but he doesn't have a enough of a tail to fly because he does need that to like turn still. Even though he can control the wind, he still needs that to fly. And Deku's like element is flame or fire and earth. The reason I picked fire to go with the earth is because why not? And he will be able to tap into uh space sometimes using the earth and fire, and he will be able to go to black flames, which will be harder than his green flames because yeah. Anyway, he basically tries flying away, can't. He turns back into his human form, tries talking to Bakugo. He can't talk to Bakugo, so he starts drawing this like toothless kid, and he makes Bakugo basically do like the whole thing that he makes Bakugo do the whole thing that Toothless made Hiccup do, but at the end, instead of sharing fish, Deku kisses Bakugo, and the only reason he really kissed him is because that's how dragons learn a new language. They have to kiss somebody so they can learn a whole new language. So he basically does that. He learns the language and he starts talking to Bakugo. I really want to leave it off there, but I know I haven't even got that far into the story, so I'm going to continue. Um, let's see, what do I want to go with this? So he basically just starts talking to Bakugo, and Bakugo asks Deku, does he have anywhere to live? Deku says, well, not really. I am a dragon, which humans hate dragons. So in your situation, well, to y'all, I don't have nowhere to live. My voice, goddamn it. Like to y'all, I don't have nowhere to live, but for me, I basically live in the sky. And he tells Deku why don't like you come live with me, and he's like, so Deku's like, how old are you again? Because he's trying to pick up like how old he is to see if he has his own like room or um house. Bakio is only, let's say, he's only 11 at the time, so he still has got all his like I'm the best complex, but around Deku for some reason he can't act like that, which he tries to act like that, but for some reason around Deku he just can't manage to act like he's the best. And they go to I forgot her name. Damn it. Bakio's mom's house, and Bakio basically explains like what happened. He blew up a dragon's tail. Uh, Bakio's mom really doesn't care about dragons. She actually looked over a few dragons, and she she's one of the few humans that dragons that know about their human form because a lot of good dragons don't let people know that they can turn into humans, but she's she's one of the few people that know dragons can turn into people. And what I mean by she helped them get over the border, I mean there's basically a border where dragons they go to mate there and they don't come back most of the time because they raise their family there and they usually don't go back. So they build a border so they can keep them. My voice is slowly disappearing. They build a border so they can keep them in. Ugh, damn it! I already know how my drink. Great. Um, I'm gonna have to leave this off here because I need to get something to drink. My voice is literally disappearing. Sorry for rambling. Literally throughout the whole video. Next will be what if Deku was Todoroki. So be on. on the lookout for that, I guess.